36. That's how many videos I had to do last week. You know how much caffeine the human body needs in order to make about 6 videos a day for a week straight? It's a lot. Anyway, so I didn't watch any episodes, but I was thinking about it. So Razorback, so the control thing for the Razorback. So I had mentioned, okay, the controls for the Razorback look weird, and somebody had posted something about HOSAS versus HOTAS, hand on throttle and stick, hand on stick and stick, and why, like in a 3D, space, a stick is going to provide better accuracy than just sort of kind of almost a binary yes or no throttle. I'm like, okay, that's the actual issue I had was that there's one source of input there. There's one stick and it's tied to throttle. There's no pedals, and there's no sort of helmet for like off-bore sight movement tracking, and there's no like hand wavy futuristic neural interface with the pilot to just do whatever the pilot does. And if there was, Bobby probably wouldn't know how to intrinsically use that, so whatever. But that made more sense. Okay, I get why you can use, I get how you should use a stick. I mostly play like Flight Sim and DCS World, so I'm not used to that, but sure, that makes a lot of sense. And somebody left a comment about, oh, you should check out this sort of YouTube series where they go in more depth about the spaceships. It's worked in collaboration with the Expanse guys. I'm like, okay, I can check that out. Maybe that'll answer my question. And then there was a comment that said, well, it's the Razorback is like a drag racer, right? It's not supposed to do that other stuff. It just goes forward and it's a one-trick pony. It just does that. Like intrinsically, that feels weird that you would, I mean, even drag racers have steering wheels on them. Intrinsically, it feels weird that you'd engineer a ship that cannot course correct at all, but that would actually, like, that does work, right? If that's all it was designed to do, was literally go straight. I think it even pitches up at the end of that episode, but maybe she pulled some of the thrust from the top engine and that, whatever. But okay, like that could work, right? If it was just a racer, then that would actually solve the issue I had. And then I pulled up the wiki, and the second sentence here in the ship description, its space frame is extremely sleek and compact, presenting a trio of long panels used to extend the ship's aft reaction control clusters as far from the center of mass as possible, thereby allowing for incredibly rapid turns and course corrections. Okay, so that doesn't, all right, so that one doesn't work. And someone made the comparison of like, it's an F1 car, you can't compare it to the Rocinante. The spirit of the argument I think I get, even though technically I might disagree. Technically the Rocinante is like top of the line, super advanced tech from Mars, right? I mean, and the thing pulled 15 Gs, over 15 Gs chasing arrows. So it's not like it's just a Honda Civic in comparison to the Razor. I mean, you could make the argument it's even more advanced than the Razorback. And aerodynamics really don't mean anything in space. The issue would honestly be keeping the pilot alive. And the Razorback probably has more advanced medical systems since it's designed to be a gunship or a warship. But I get the spirit of the argument that you're making there. So it's like, okay, sure, fair enough. Let me see what's going on with the Rocinante. So then I started going back and I'm like looking for it, and I'm like, okay, let me see the Rocinante controls again. Let me just like, because I had the same issue with the Rocinante. When it first showed up and we see his like basically, Microsoft trackball, I was like, really? You can tell me he's controlling the ship with this thing? And then I go back and watch this and I'm like looking for it specifically to find it. So this is season 2, episode 11. And he's like been slingshotting around.
Switch the manual. Give it thrusters.
And then, oh shit, hold on. I go, so now that I'm looking at this thing, I go, wait a minute. wait a minute, I've seen this before. I've seen this at an expo. I think I know what this is. And sure enough, that is this thing. That's from 3D Connection. It's a CAD mouse. It's like what engineering and architects use, like Autodesk type stuff. You'd have your mouse, then the keyboard in the middle, and then this mouse for your left hand. Yeah, like this guy. You'd have it set up like this. You can manipulate your workspace with both hands. That's what this is. So I was like, okay, all right, now what are the other ones? So I went back and I started watching the other scenes. I just got clips here that I've already recorded. Okay, so this one is of the Canterbury. So I'm gonna play this clip. So this is of the Canterbury from season 1, episode 1. And there's a stick here and there's a throttle there. This, let me just scrub to this. There's another angle here. Basically the same thing right there. Sure. So that's a Thrustmaster Warthog stick with the HOTAS there. That is this thing. It's this thing. They even left the yellow sticker decals on there. That's exactly what this is. I was like, okay. All right, what else do we got? Well, the next one is, I'm not sure the name of it, but it's that sort of lifeboat ship they go to when they're investigating the scopuli. This one's interesting because this one, it's the same Warthog stick here, but they moved the throttle over here to like just fill out the desk, I guess. And then later on, they actually show when they try to evacuate. There's a better angle coming up. There, you can see he's resting his hand on it. He uses it. Amos is the one who has control to the throttle. He can't actually control the speed anymore because it's over here. You know, whatever. You fill out the desk. The actors can do stuff. That's the Warthog stick. There's a better scene of it. Where is it? There. So this is another stick. I don't know what this one is. It's not a Viper and it's not a Hornet stick. It's backwards. First of all, it's just straight up backwards, right? This is the trigger for your pointer finger. That's the grips, right? These are the inlets for your actual fingers to rest on. That would be what your thumb could hit. So this is just backwards. And I'm not sure why, but that would have had to clear like at least 4 people. Props department, set designer, the actual actor, and then anybody else on set that day. Hey, guys, isn't that backward? It looks pretty cheap with the plastic and the layout of it, so I'm gonna say maybe they did it on purpose to either hide the back of it, or they said, okay, no, if we turn this, we can show some of the red here and that'll help break up, you know, the eye. So there's that thing. Then also, there's one other scene. This one's with Fred Johnson and the Mormon guy when they're on that shuttle, and he's like, oh, maybe we got to take out the project. There. So that's the same Warthog stick, but backwards again. It looks like the same Warthog stick, but this one is just straight up backwards again. And again, maybe they did it to help break up the eye to like make it look more full of buttons and stuff. This looks like the throttle right there on the left. So, like, what's more realistic, okay? That someone who spends their time in DCS world, in Microsoft Flight Sim, flying jets and dogfighting, would look at the cockpit and be like, wait a minute. You can't actually fly like that. That's weird. Because it is weird. Because it's just props, and the prop department got like a brief and a list. Okay, here's the timeline, here's the budget, here's how prominent the items are going to be, here's what characters are going to interact with them. We need to reuse it multiple times. And then they went, okay, we can buy this thing, we can buy this thing. If we buy this stick, we can sort of repurpose it multiple times and flesh this out. Okay, we can buy this 3D mouse. We can buy this, and maybe we can like file off the decals, put our own stickers on there, maybe put LED here, make this look a little futuristic-y, put a garden hose in the back of the chair. Like, is that more realistic I mean, I even watched the thing with Adam Savage where he's talking to the props guy, and the prop guy is telling him, yeah, we use like snap bracelets, and we cut the LEDs out, we shove those in the boots, and the Martian helmets are like refurbished snowboarding helmets. The guns are airsoft guns, and the barrels would keep bending, and they had to keep fixing them. So is that more realistic, or is it no? It's set up properly and specifically. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars custom building and furbishing and 3D printing every nut and bolt and piece of electronic, and the cockpits are basically simulator quality, 1-to-1, exactly how they should be. Like, I think I think it looks wrong because, like, yeah, it's wrong because it's the props that they had. But I get it, right? I think I get it. Like, not those comments. I mean, specifically, I don't think they're like aggressive. I think they all come from the same place though. But why do you watch a reaction? Because you enjoyed it. I mean, maybe you hated it and you want to watch someone else like sort of justify or verbalize that hatred. But like, you watch a reaction because you enjoyed whatever that thing is, and you want to watch somebody else enjoy it the way that you did. And whenever I'm pausing and like, well, this looks wrong, this is wrong, that doesn't seem right, then I get how that can come across as like, I'm attacking you or the show or the fans, almost akin to, well, how could you even like the show if all this stuff is wrong with it? You're stupid if you like the show because this is bad and this is bad and this is bad and this is bad. So I think I can kind of like get it. And right, I mean, like, the burden of proof should be on me, right? If I can show, hey, this panel is already bent before Bobby punches it, all they did was sort of change the lighting as soon as her hand impacted it to sort of reflect it. That's like, you can't refute that. That is what it is. But for stuff like this, like, I get it, sure, the burden of proof is on me to do my homework and show, like, no, I think this actually is like technically it's wrong because here you go, and here's this and it's props and whatever it is, as opposed to like, no, it's specifically designed to do this and it's all set up 100% exact and whatever. But I promise, like, I hope no one thinks that it's coming from a place of malice. Like, I have a background in film and sound design and mixing and music, and I like, if I could be hooked up to a brain machine and it would spit out my brainwaves, there's no malice or ill intent or like passive aggressiveness. I'm just being completely neutral and like calling out stuff that I'm seeing. Okay, this thing. So I hope, I like chatting, and I like, the people that meet me halfway. Okay, I see you're getting that, but maybe that's wrong because you forgot this or whatever that is. But I hope people don't feel like, oh my God, why are you even making these videos if all you do is talk about this is wrong and this is wrong and this, like, clearly you're not having fun. I feel like I get it, but then when the argument becomes, you're not having fun, why are you making these videos? Clearly you don't enjoy the show. Like, that's when you lose me. I feel like logically I can empathize and understand how you don't like me, you don't like how much I pause, how much I talk, the style, like I could follow you. But when you go, you don't like the show, why are you even making these? Like, it's clear that you're not enjoying it because you keep pausing and talking. Like, dude, look at my face when I'm talking about Aaron Wright. You're telling me I'm not having fun? When I watched Avasarala meet Mal, like, I'm not having fun? Ignore all the things I paused and talk about that I like. But I'm 3 seasons in, man. You're telling me I'm not having fun? Like, I'm not enjoying it? Like, that thing loses me a little bit. Sure, the burden of proof should be on me to back up my statements of, wait a minute, this looks wrong. Okay, let me do my homework and present an actual argument for it. But I feel like majority of the people recognize the show is made by humans, so it's not infallible. I mean, I've pointed out inconsistencies with extras and with characters and with blocking and lighting and costume designs, like collars and stuff like that, and the CGs and some of the screens, right? So the show's not perfect, but it's still godlike. And I think the majority of people are like, yeah, both of those coexist. They're not mutually exclusive and there's no problem. but some people feel like whenever I point out stuff like that, I'm like angry towards it, or I'm obfuscating some grand plan to like subtly make everybody hate the show by just pointing out everything that's wrong with it. I don't know. I feel like I talk about stuff I like more than the stuff I don't like anyway, but I don't know. Look, I had a week from doing all the other videos, and, you know, that's what I've been thinking about. This is a horrible intro. This is what? I don't even know how long this has been. 20 minutes, and I basically talked about cockpits and props not related to the actual show. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it in. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, for the few people that are left, season 3. Season 3 of the Expanse. So I guess, you know, pee break, get some water, and we'll start it up again. We're on episode 2. If. Okay, it's pretty tranquil. This is Praxidele Gubadegere. Dude, shut up. You got me fucked up with this thing, thinking right off the bat? Okay. Dude, look at all the pods out in the background. Ugh.
You hungry?
Stupid kid. Cryogenic stasis chamber 011. That's cool. That's a really cool shot. That's a really cool shot. Jeremy, my boy, Jeremy. This guy's clearly nervous. He's practicing his helium-3 refinery. Okay.
Nothing good about it.
Shut up. Well, I practiced this whole speech. Under Aaron Wright's control. UNNNNNNNNN. Avon? AAVN? What is this? YVAN? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't see the dropship.
Don't worry about it, they're fine. They didn't die on screen, so they're fine.
Goddamn display any. Then fuck your sorries.
Okay, look. Aaron Wright did nothing wrong. That's all I'm saying. He's after Earth first, right? Avas Rala was gonna trade with the Martians. Like, that's the truth. So you know, as much as she's cool, I'm on Team Aaron Wright. I'm sorry, but she betrayed us. You're excommunicated by a gang of psychopaths. PRG calculations, ACT, Fin, I see, passive scan. Comms offline.
Yeah, right. Finally got his.
It's a righteous war to defend Earth, guys. I mean, what do you not understand? Like, it's like the Crusades, you know? Something ping them? Oh, that... Sure.
Not if we have to keep this up.
Yeah, like, aerodynamics don't really matter in space. I mean, this thing looks cool, but it could look like the Borg, just like a cube. But the actual limiting factor would be keeping the pilot alive, right? We saw that with the Rocinante. It technically could go as fast as it's, you know, it could go a lot faster, but the pilots would die.
Wideband transmitter, but it's low power and only sends MCRN encrypted. Only Martians will understand.
Dirty! What? Okay, I'm on board. Let's do this. The Pinus Contorta. Leaf ship. I'm gonna call it the leaf ship. Dude, this... Dude, Amos looks so badass.
Just picked up a signal.
IFF.
It's a identified friend or foe. It's a target recognition system.
I see two people on a small ship. Okay, dude. Goliath Mark III. The IFF system has discovered a priority message from an MMC Goliath Mark III power suit. Notify captain and determine the situation in the Marine. Follow IFF protocol Alpha S 124B20TK4.211138 scramble.hex.xov serial 24397A15 MMC operator Draper channel wideband marine designate Lima flux core cadmium zirconium transponder check identity handshake. Dude, what aren't you telling us? I gotta stop reading this like Bane. Who's this chick? Ooh. Might have seen this before.
Hey, stop!
You just hit the... Okay, alright, this is a little... Alright. Okay. That's pretty cool. The plating that they have there. Like, the back of the neck and over the shoulders. And I guess on the chest and back plate. Alright. Okay. Alright. So, you know, establish we're supposed to sympathize and care with the blonde chick. I like her hair. Reminds me of Lara Croft. Is it aliens? UN Truth Now. Eros and Venus. Was an inside job. Independent. What aren't you telling us? We want answers. The end is near.
Of course.
You want me to leave? Loose end in pursuit will terminate. You gotta put Earth first. It's, you know, they're causing trouble. If we get the war, we can secure Earth. Like, right. I agree with this guy. I would have done the same thing. She has a cross on the necklace there.
We didn't start it, but for the good of the system, we
Mm-hmm.
did it. And
Yep. True. True. Earth first, you know, I agree.
feel the go.
On God's side.
See, right? You're proving my point. What the hell is this? Is that an XCOM sectoid brain? What is that? I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn it. They're so close. I mean, what, is it on the way?
One cleaning up your mess, Jules. It might even need your notice, but I'm fighting a war here and I've reached the end of my patience. You promised me a weapon.
Fucker.
Patient monitor status ready. Hybrid data set, hybrid prototype. Dude, this guy's got cool boots. I like these boots. That adds nothing to the story. I just think his boots are sick. Alright, whatever. Those Chelsea boots? Stealth coding, Epstein drive, interplanetary transfer pods. So wait a minute. Pod launcher schematic. So they're firing these mugs to different planets? What do you guys think about that? That's a good point. So they could go wherever they wanted then. Okay, all right, that's a new level. I thought they would have had to fly in there or whatever, but okay, they can just sort of shoot them wherever they need to. Dirty. Somebody mentioned this graphic, but I don't think it actually showed up in the previous episode. Like when you saw the front of it, I don't think this you could have actually seen this. But somebody mentioned this graphic, so I want to look at this thing. I'm pretty sure this is... Right, this is like evolution of flight, right? But I'm pretty sure this is on a... I'm pretty sure this is on a Virgin Galactic, this thing. Right, so this would be... That's Icarus, right? I tried to fly close to the sun. This is a No, this would be the Wright brothers, the Wright Flyer. That's a biplane. That's a 747, right? This might be like Spirit of St. Louis or something. This that's the Tesla Motors Dragonfly Prism, whatever that kid's name is. And these, I have no idea. This is clearly this ship, the next evolution of flight, right? But the original graphic, Icarus, Wright Flyer, yeah. So this would be the X1. Broke the sound barrier. 747, that's the module. I don't know what these are. Maybe these are the actual version. Ship 1 and Ship 2 or something? I'm not sure. That's pretty cool. Another ship?
Hang on.
There's 2 ships? Or they fired them into those? So you could do that. You're gonna have to pass out for a bit. A little remix of that original track. So those are the 2 missiles, 2 torpedoes. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, they're hitting those. Okay.
Turbines for Trinidad.
All right.
Alright.
That's pretty sick. Ozone level at record low over the Antarctic. Venerable stage actor delights European audiences on tour in his last role as King Lear at the tender age of 126. Word. Morning, afternoon, morning, UNAC, Tokyo Index. That's pretty sick. I like all that sort of superfluous stuff on the right there. And I like the color palette difference here too. Like if you see, I guess that would actually work. Hold on, when she actually showed the, so the kitchen has a myriad of colors here. There's greens, there's oranges, there's blues. Everything is like sort of represented and washed in color. And then when it cuts to her room, aside from the wallpaper, everything is basically the silverish, monochromatic color, white, this, blacks and grays and silverish. That's kind of nice. Out of her element, and it's different, and it's cold, and dude, that's pretty sick. Fire the missiles. Uh-oh, it wasn't locked the whole way. Oh no. He had one job to do. Turn it. Southern Ocean is complete. Mars. What's gonna do? Nice. Sorrento Gillis speaks in wake of massacre. That's kind of nice, the way she references that. Blame to, sure. It led to XYZ. That's kind of nice way to word that. He just, my boy just poisons everybody. Let's go, Aaron Wright. Let's go, dude. Prexidere, Merigodero.
Hey, Doc.
Amos,
Control your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. God damn it, Doc! I told you to secure that locker. Sorry, okay. Stay in your damn seat. Okay.
Oh, kill him. Okay.
Fire PDCs. Copy that.
Sorry. Right, because this is a hybrid, whatever, 7 or 9 or some shit. System ready and waiting for patient. System model initialized. Modeling effective patient dosage. Chemical extraction available. PSOTA3R sending data. Analyzing data. Calculating new environment. Compensating for new temperature shift. It's dirty! So these things, they're like, they can modify to fit whatever planet they're on. Son of a bitch. Locker 0221, readout ready, systems ready, locations ready. Locations ready, locker ready, locations. Okay, that's just the same thing, repeat over and over and over. System model, initialized modeling effect, launching probe, sending data complete. So they like, I don't know, maybe. But they'll send a probe to collect data on the planet and then they'll change the hybrids to be better suited to that? Is that what this is? What? So that's like a tech tree in StarCraft, dude.
Dismantle them.
But they're all kids, presumably with the same genetic disorder, pulse, blood pressure. Dude, am I Mao right now? Am I Jules Pierre Mao right now? Yes. Please continue.
Incredible.
He told me that because of all the fighting, they
Incredible.
keep kids like us out.
Stop whatever's happening on Venus.
Kid's basically an X-Man. Just try not to breathe so much. Just... Yeah, you'll be fine. Ooh! Ooh, ooh. I bet this was fun. I mean, look. This looks like wires, right? People were telling me how some of the other scenes were made and stuff. This looks like straight up wires, right? He's gripping there and they're flipping his body? Is there a behind the scenes on this? Because this looks like... Right? Well, I mean, I guess they could have... I mean, wires make more sense than like a rotating set that you flip. I mean, I guess you could Jamiroquai it, but... I don't know. I'm gonna go with wires until someone tells me differently. There you go, fam. There you go, fam. There you go, fam. Now we can kiss and share breath like the mermaid and Hook. Ooh.
Hang on to that.
Dude was about to get dead spaced. Is he bleeding out there? Word! Okay. I'll watch that again. That was pretty sick.
Crippled one of their ships.
I didn't think about that.
Just declared war.
Yeah, but we looked cool. Oh no, what's in here? Oh.
Person never gives up on you. No matter what.
Maybe that's the rum talking? That made me feel... I'm feeling some type of way. PYRCO Crix Nullid. Onico. And I know Holden and Avasarala have like interacted before, right, with the missiles and stuff. Ah, she'll be fine. She's fine. She's in the comic book, she'll be fine. I'm gonna refill my drink real quick. Well, it's been a indeterminate amount of time.
Help her, please.
What? This chick? Dude, I liked what they did with the missiles, with the torpedoes. I like the blonde chick, I'm gonna call her Lara Croft from now on, because the hair. I like the little thing like the maneuver that they did on whatever Ehrenreich shit. But I'm on Team Ehrenreich. I mean, Ehrenreich did nothing wrong. I'm gonna stand with him until season 7. You know, as long as Ehrenreich's alive, I think he did exactly what he's supposed to do. She betrayed Earth. You know, she was trying to meet with Mal to like come to an agreement, and that's just not what you should have done, you know? Ehrenreich was right. Earth needs to control that power. Who's to say if Mars had access to it, they wouldn't attack Earth, you know? I mean, Ehrenreich was right to kill that guy, and, you know, I mean, Team Ehrenreich until the day I die. So, but this guy, so, okay, I like the ship stuff. I like that they're together again. But the thing that's interesting to me is when they show the screen, and it's basically, okay, the X-Man thing, I thought this was pretty sick. When the guy pulls his arm up and it looks like he's Iceman. That was pretty cool. And then also on the screen before that, it kind of looked like they have a method with which to shoot hybrids to different planets, interplanetary gun or whatever it's called. And then they also have a way to analyze the planet to then feed that biometric data into the hybrid that's going to the planet. So like they make the perfect killing machines. They're like the Tyranids in a way. So that was really cool. And then something else earlier on was pretty cool. I can't remember what it was. All the plant stuff with the doctrine. I don't know. I just kind of like that. Just kind of like it was kind of humanizing, all the plant stuff. Whatever. I like this. I like this episode. We get to see Ehrenreich. We get to see the crew. On to the next one. So look, I want to post a video every 2 or 3 days. And I was gonna post on the community thing. There's like make a community post. And I was gonna say, hey, I might not be able to record something until Monday. 5 days ago, whatever. I don't know. Today's Sunday, so a week ago almost. Hey, I got some work to do, but I'll get the video there. But I didn't because I thought I'd get to it. But I want to post a video every 2 or 3 days. If it's gone at least 4 days, something's gone wrong. I think I'll just post in the community thing and give like an update as opposed to just going radio silent, whatever. But yeah. Oh, this is a weird place to pause at, but all right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.